Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Friday. I'm reporting live from my mobile studio in the heart of New York City. And we have what I believe is our third video of Serene. 3 videos in 3 days. I tell you what. I stand by this. I think she might be one of the nicest, most beautiful people in all of Bachelor Nation. Attraction is not just on the outside. She seems to have a nice soul, and she has remained quiet after her breakup with Brandon. But we are receiving some wild information, and by wild information, we're reading between the lines is what we're doing. She finally makes a statement and leaves social and comes back to social media after her initial breakup statement. 2 days ago, Reality Steve made a report that and shared a video of her then fiance at the time, as far as we know it, Brandon, dancing, canoodling, one might say, with another lady. The lady's neck was turned to the side. Why would someone's neck be turned to the side if there wasn't any sort of foul play going? No one knows what was happening. There was not room for the Holy Spirit there on the dance floor. But, of course, people said, well, maybe they were not together anymore. As we know, bachelor couples will sometimes break up, and next thing you know, they're in Rome having a gelato with somebody else. You know, this thing happens. But of course, here we have more information, and we're going to share that with you right now. Of course, there's been, whenever you make these stories, people, especially when there's like, everyone's a fan of Brandon. He seems like a great guy, and, it doesn't mean we don't have problems. Like I always say, we all have different issues here, and there is no playbook for how to deal with coming off of Bachelor in Paradise. He's talked about his struggle with trying to, fit into that influencer mold, and who knows whatever other issues exist out there. They cast men in their 20s, and I don't mean to be sexist here, because I can't speak for women, but a lot of men in their 20s don't know what the hell they're doing with their lives, especially in this late stage apocalyptic world after the pandemic and this and that. Not to make excuses for anybody. I'm just saying there's a lot of variables that are in play, and to get a successful relationship, especially after the fame, fortune, and celebrity that comes from being on the show, can be very challenging. So Serene, we made this video yesterday. Source, they were still together. Reality Steve's initial video said, some people thought it was too vague and didn't understand what he was saying, but of course he was trying to protect different sources. And, when you have information that comes from somewhere, you can't give so much information that everybody knows where it comes from. And so, of course, Reality Steve was subtle in his description of why he knew they were still together. But in video 2 here yesterday, which is racking up a crazy amount of views, Reality Steve confirmed they were still together when Brandon was seen dancing. This video was seen by Serene, and this is the reason they broke up. No comment from Serene. No comment was expected, but now we've got her statement here. So the last time she posted was a month ago, and this was a collaboration with Brandon Jones, where and again, I don't know if they both came to this conclusion. I don't know if they both shared this statement or what, but they said, after many months, today we have ultimately decided to end our engagement. We've tried to make privately on a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, they're healing as individuals. And as they are healing, this came 3 days after that video would have happened. This came on Ocho de Mayo. The video was taken on Cinco de Mayo. And everyone, I saw comments, so many people. Here's what's confusing to me. So many people bash a lot of the male contestants as being F-boys, this and that. And for whatever reason with Brandon, everyone loves Brandon. And look, again, there is no judgment on my end with this scenario here. But so many people in the audience, comment sections in different places, have given him so much benefit of the doubt. What's wrong with dancing? I dance with my male friends all the time. And I'm just like, that's not the problem. The problem is this, for their specific relationship, must have violated a trust to the extent that it was the final straw that broke the camel's back. And unless there's any comments from anybody, this is what we're what we're kind of the assumption we're operating under. So this was the last time they posted. She posted it, and then a month later, she posted this beautiful golden hour shot. Of course, the freckles are poking through here, as those kids say. And do they say that? I don't know. So a nice side profile there. Oh, it's nice to be young. And then she said this, with everything else redacted. This looks like a Trump classified document here. Did you hear that story? Oh, I don't want to trigger anybody out there. Why don't they, whatever. Okay. The light will trickle back in. You've been planted to bloom. And the most telling part of her statement here actually is, hold on, I got to expand here, is all of the comments from all of the verified ladies of Bachelor. Love you so much. That glow. There she is. Gorgeous, beautiful, blooming, growing, stepping into your highest being. So Davia, beautiful. Everyone commented as kind of a way, I believe, to rejoice in saying, "You go, girl, you're back." And nobody wants to tell Serene's story for her. Her story she's telling is one of the high road. And then she, of course, finally has posted, and maybe she had some sponsored content, so she had to come back. You know what I mean? But isn't it a little ironic? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? Or I don't know if ironic is the right term here, but isn't it interesting that she was gone for a month, and then a day after Reality Steve posts this story, she comes back to say she's bloomed, you know what I mean, with her nice little, girl plant analogy. We love a good plant mom. Why are there so many plant moms? Because we live in a late-stage capitalistic hellhole, and nobody can afford childcare. But you know what we can't afford? To water a fig once in a while. My lady's got plants. Do we have kids? We got a fruit tree, okay?
Best friend's birthday is coming up. And I thought, why not get her something a little more personable this time? Really take the time and order something custom. I got her this necklace from My Little Necklace.
That's very good. So she does a necklace post. By the way, if there's any security camera companies that want to pair up with an influencer, wouldn't that be fun if she's like, hey, catch your man dancing with somebody else. Use this security footage. Use a ring light or something like that.
She's a gold girly. I had to get myself something.
And by the way, we have tons of bandwidth. If Brandon wants to comment, we are here to hear other sides of the story. Absolutely.
So if you're looking for the perfect
So there she is doing her thing here, sharing the perfect summer gift. And then, what's this? Not my phone tagging. Okay, so there it is. That's what she's got. That's where she's at. Here's what Steve has to say. And look, does he deserve to take a victory lap? Well, I mean, people are calling him racist for the way, he's treated some of the contestants of color. And it's like, look, don't you know all of the white contestants that he has sort of exposed when they've got dirty laundry that are out there? I think it's kind of a foolish thing to say, but then again, everyone's different here, and I think he's done a good job in his explanation of this story to say, don't send Brandon any hate. I'm going to repeat this. You can discuss these topics without sending them any hate. It's the Yellowstone effect. Drive by, take a photo of the bison, and don't touch them. You will get gored.
Appeared on Instagram exactly 1 month to the day that she announced the breakup with Brandon. She did a feed post and some Instagram stories in regards to jewelry. She did an ad for a jewelry called, I can't remember what it was. Sorry. But she also put up a feed post that was a couple pictures of her. And it looks like a screenshot of since May 8th when the breakup announcement happened with her and Brandon. So, again, yesterday, like I said, I gave you the details yesterday. I don't think yesterday's post by Serene was just coincidental. Let's put it that way.
All right, so we can agree on that. So there he is. Let's fast forward a little bit and see if there's anything else he has to say.
Announced yesterday by Hulu.
Okay, so yeah, that's all we have there. So and hey, he's not even taking a victory lap. Reality Steve, take a victory lap. Go buy some new sandals and take a victory lap there. You did a good job with your reporting, as far as we know. Oh, Dave, why are you pimping for Steve? Oh, your BFF bully, they call it. It's just like the guy. Like I said before, we got the comments from people, and I understand. Isn't this Rich? You're hypocritical. You're talking about mental health and then making these videos. Two things can happen. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. We can not bully contestants, and we can still talk about their lives as are seen, out there. We're not in, whatever. Okay, you get the point. I don't need to litigate that any farther. Let's see, what else do we have here for content? So, and I understand people being defensive of a story that seems reckless. Like at first, it maybe to some people it seemed reckless. But then after seeing, Serene come out and make her statement, and again, her statement being a lack of a statement, someone said, I think this is her way of confirming Reality Steve while still staying beautiful and classy. That got almost 100 upvotes. So people clearly are like, okay, she's not denying it. And as I said, she's not going to deny it. She's not going to make a statement. And this is just going to stand as some of the truth. But if we go here real quick to, if I search by new, someone left an interesting comment that said that Reality Steve actually had a lot of information on Serene during her season. She's extremely beautiful. There's no denying that. Trying to see if we have that clip here. I don't think I have it right here, but what essentially what was said in one of the comments was that during her season of The Bachelor, there was a lot of information about Serene that came out. I'm not saying Serene dropped that information. I'm just saying somebody within her inner circle has clearly got a quick connection to Steve here, and that's where they're at. So there she is. She's planted. She's bloomed. She's done the thing. And by the way, I've got a special Driving with Dave that's dropping today. I interviewed my friend, not related that I know of, Ryan Neal from Bachelor's Listen to Your Heart. I can't play the full interview right here because it'll get copyright striked. But Ryan Neal, I was going to call him Dave Neal. Ryan Neal here, another white man with nice hair. Never trust a guy with two first names. He released his new song Wonder Woman today, and we play it. I have a clip that's going to be airing in about an hour on Instagram Reels that plays it, and on my video today, Driving with Dave, that I'm going to drop after this, you're going to be able to see or listen to us reacting to the full song Wonder Woman. Here's a quick clip.
The song came about, and it drops today, June 9th, and it's called Wonder Woman.
Great. And we get a sneak peek here?
Yes.
Amazing. All right. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, so this is Wonder Woman coming out today.
I can't share the rest. I got permission from his recording studio producers to air it on the other video. So this video doesn't have permission. The next video has that permission, and you can listen to the full song. Let me tell you something. It's a banger. I had to listen to it over and over as I was editing, and it's got this nice jazzy sax solo. It is a, as I call it, a bopper, a bop. It bops. It's a banger. Bangarang, boomerangs. I'm too old for these words. But anyway, go check that out on my Instagram. And also, I'm in New York City. It's my last night of shows. I have two shows tonight. The first one is at the Comedy Shop at 8 p.m., but I'm going straight to my second show right from there. So if you come to that show, say hi beforehand, not after. My second show at West Side Comedy Club in the Upper West Side is a crowd work show. So you can yell things at me, and we can have a fun time. That's at 10 p.m. East Coast time, and then we'll be hanging out after that. So that's where I'll be tonight. And Bachelor Rush Hour will also have my Driving with Dave interview. Go check that out. So much going on here. And thanks for all the positive and supportive comments to Serene, and thank you for not giving any negative comments to Brandon. Like I said, the Yellowstone effect. Let's just keep a distance and let their relationship play out. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.